Hello, dear students. I welcome you all and I hope you all are doing well. So, with this wellness, let us embark with the new topic in English for this semester. So, my dear students, today we are going to learn and study a new poem in English, that is Unit 2.5, The Silver House, and it is written by John Lee. So, the poet of Silver House. John Stratford Lee Wilson was a son of missionaries, was born in Belgium, Congo on August 12, 1923, and he was educated at Melbourne and before going up to Cambridge to read archaeology. His studies were cut short by the outbreak of the war. So children, when he was in school, that time it was outbreak of the war. Same problem we are facing with the pandemic right now. So during John Lee time, they had war. So the school was outbreak in his studies. So my dear students, before we start with the explanation, let's read the poem first and see how the poet John Lee has portrayed the poem. The Silver House by John Lee. There is a silver house in the lovely sky, as round as a silver crown. It takes 2 weeks to build it up and two to pull it down. There is a man who lives in the silver house in a lonely sort of way, but what his name is, no one knows or no one likes to say. Yet, when you go to bed tonight, just draw the window blind and peep out at the silver moon, this lonely man to find. But if his house is taken down and all the sky is bare, then go to bed because, of course, the poor man won't be there. So, my dear students, let's understand the explanation of the poem, that is the Silver House. So, I'll read the first stanza and I'll explain to you. Same way I'm going to explain stanza wise. There is a silver house in the lonely sky, as round as a silver crown. It takes 2 weeks to build it up and two to pull it down. So, my dear students, in the first two lines, that is, there's a silver house in the lonely sky, as round as a silver crown. So, in these two lines, the poet describes the moon as a silver house in the beautiful sky and says that the moon is as round as a silver crown. And the meaning of the silver crown is a silver coin that was used in England in the past. So the poet is comparing the moon to a silver crown or a silver coin. Same in the third and the fourth line, it takes 2 weeks to build it up and two to pull it down. So in this line, he says it takes 15 days for the moon to change its shape or phase, that is from new moon to full moon. And again it takes 2 weeks to pull it down, that is from the full moon to new moon day. That is when there is no moon at all in the sky. Second stanza. There is a man who lives in the silver house, as you can see in this picture, in a lonely sort of way, but what his name is, no one knows or no one likes to say. So in the second stanza, the poet says that there is a man who lives in the silver house and he looks lonely and no one knows his name or no one likes to say what it is. So the explanation of the third stanza. Yet, when you go to bed tonight, just draw the window blind and peep out at the silver moon, this lonely man to find. So the explanation of the third stanza goes like this, children. That the poet tells us to open the window blind And when we go to bed at night and peep out at the silver moon and such for this lonely man. And the meaning of the window blind is a protective covering for the window or a window shade. So the poet tells us to open the window blind when we go to bed at night and peep out at the silver moon and such for this lonely man which you can see in the moon. Explanation of the last, that is the fourth stanza. But if his house is taken down, and the meaning of taken down is pulled down or dismantled, and all the sky is bare, then go to bed, because of course the poor man won't be there. So the explanation of this fourth stanza goes like the children. So here the poet says that if his house was taken down and if the sky is bare, that is, if it is a moonless night or a new moon day, that is, when we don't see the moon at all, then we must go to bed, for the poor man won't be there. So, my dear students, with this end of the explanation, I hope you all must have understood this beautiful poem, which is written by John Lee. And children, one important thing, I want you all should read the poem aloud twice. And notes for the same will be sent in your respective class WhatsApp group. And notes have to be written in your notebook in a neat and beautiful handwriting. Till then, thank you and God bless you all. Take care, all of you.